One of the first steps in preparing your supplies is that you're going to need to make bundles of your yarn. So here I've taken about 4 arm lengths and then wrapped it around to make a little bundle that then you're going to keep in your plastic bag and save for when you want to put it on the loom. I'm going to recommend that we do 4 colors. So here I've got my gray, I'm going to do a yellow and a blue, and then this red, which maybe I'll do a different color only because it'll match my warp. But I want you to make those little bundles. So we're going to use our arm's length and cut each one about 4 arm lengths. You may do longer, so maybe 6 arm lengths. And we're going to show you how to bundle it up and put it in your bag so that once you're ready to start weaving, you already have that cut and can just do the practice. Alright, so here is my yellow yarn, and here's the end. I'm going to set it down on the table and show you what I mean when I say an arm's length. They use it a lot in sewing, and often it had to do with a yarn being about this long. So that's what you're going to do, just an arm's length. It's not quite a yard because everyone has a different measurement, but it's going to give you a lot to work with. This is a lot of yarn. So hold the end and stretch it out and go to about your nose. Pinch here. Bring your other hand back to it. That's 1. I'm going to go back again. 2. Pinch again. 3. It's a lot of yarn, so you have more than enough. I'm going to do 4. And recommend that that's what you do too. So there's 4, and right here is where I'm going to cut my string, and then we'll make the bundle. Now I've brought the string back to where I'm working, and to make this kind of bundle, make sure it's not tangled. If you do get a knot, we'll work through it and try and get it untangled. But you start with one of the ends, place it over your 4 fingers, and go around. My thumb's still holding it, around and around. And then you can get a little bit faster, and after a couple have gone, it'll keep it held for you. So now I can go around quite a bit. Don't let it just start sliding off these fingers, so take your time. The first couple, you'll get real fast at it. Once you have a good chunk on there, you could keep going, but you don't want your fingers trapped. I can still pull my fingers out, it's nice and loose. Once you have a good amount, maybe about half of your string on there, your yarn, you take it off. It's still a loop. I could still put it on my fingers, but I take it off. I see the loop. Pinch it closed. And now it's starting to look like the outside edge of this guy. And then I'm going to go around the middle of it. So my thumb is holding it. And I take this string. And I'm going to just go around the middle of it. This time I can go a little tighter, because I don't want it to fall off, and I'm slowly moving my thumb and just wrapping around and around. Don't go crazy or go too close to this edge, then it'll fall off. You just want to keep it nice and in the middle. And you just go around and around till it's kind of a nice little bundle, and it'll be easy while you're working. It'll unroll really nice and easy, and there's the end. You don't need to tuck it in anywhere and get it lost. These shouldn't be moved around too much, but there's one of my bundles. Please make 4 different colors of bundles. Remember, it was 4 arms lengths, 4 bundles. If you really think one color is going to be used more, I'd recommend doing 6 arm lengths of that. We can always go back and get more yarn, but I want us to be set up so our first practices, no one's going to and from the bucket and needing to more bundles or, oh, I didn't cut enough. So let's all try and start with 4, at least 4 arm lengths. Once you have your 4 bundles, please label a Ziploc bag nice and large with your name. If it's teeny tiny, it's going to be hard to see. Let it dry, so don't go smudging it. I will give you your plastic weaving needle, not sharp or anything. And you just place your supplies in here. We're going to keep our actual looms separate, but it should have your name on the back just as well. And try and keep them together, but this way, I know my supplies are ready to go and no one else is going to mess with them. And that way too, everyone should be able to find their supplies and get started right away at the start of class. Once you have this done, you are ready to go when we actually start our weaving.